Andrade, Tommaso Ciampa, and Commander to determine the number one spot in the men's casino gauntlet. And it felt like Ciampa was auditioning for to become the top Rudo here in CMLL. He comes out with the American flag and he's in red, white, and blue. They also show Carlos Cabrera, who's on the Spanish team, calling the show. And Commander was pretty fantastic in this match. I mean, all three guys had their moments in this thing. He does the tightrope walk right across the ring and leaps onto both guys on the floor. Andrade takes a selfie with the woman at ringside, but then Ciampa runs him into the rail, takes the woman's phone, and takes a dick pic and throws the phone back to her. This was, I think, during the commercial break, so some people may have missed this.
Well, you might have seen it in the picture-in-picture, and
the dick picture-in-picture?
That's right. I'm pretty sure, in some parts, that would be grounds for harassment, but for a pro wrestling spot, I would say not that.
Yeah,
not that controversial.
This was a weird choice for a spot in a match. I'm sure his family
I think Ciampa, you can see between the American flag, between attacking Andrade's pants, in the match. He's really looking for ways to create those moments for the audience beyond just the wrestling, and did this necessarily work for everybody? I mean, I would suggest it worked for the crowd to some level.
Guys, I need some ideas. What do obnoxious Americans do? Oh, they send unsolicited dick pics. Yeah. That's a thing. Okay, thank you. I'll put that in the toolbox. Commander does a springboard and is nailed in midair with a knee strike. The pants come off. Andrade was just a superstar to all of these people. And then Ciampa takes Andrade's pants and delivers a Project Ciampa to them and then starts attacking them when Commander comes to the rescue of the pants and he takes a Project Ciampa.
Yeah. So it worked really well last week, or was it 2 weeks ago at this point, with UP. And it gets a great reaction. I just for me, I kind of like my Tommaso Ciampa to be a lot more serious and not doing this sort of cutesy, cartoonish stuff. But I mean, again, it's there to get a reaction.
This might have been the match for Kemalito to appear in for Ciampa.
Yes.
Commander did this amazing springboard into a Poison Rana that looked fantastic. The spinning elbow takes out Ciampa. Then it's a Poison Rana by Commander to Andrade, and he hits the shooting star to Ciampa. So Ciampa's out, but Andrade grabs Commander after hitting the move and lifts him for the DM, and Andrade pins Commander in 11 minutes and 6 seconds. He puts on the Dynamite Diamond ring, so Andrade will be the number one entrant. And we'll get into the post-match after, but I thought their match was spectacular. I thought this was maybe by the end of it, maybe the number 2 match on the show. I just thought everyone was excellent in this one.
There are a lot of contenders for.
Yeah, there's as we go through them, a lot of contenders.
This is a very strong match, and for maybe some nitpicking, I thought Ciampa overall did a tremendous job as the lone heel in the match, and he again the effort he puts into just I think creating a reaction from this audience beyond just the wrestling, I think is very much appreciated, and of course the wrestling has to be great to back it up, which I thought it really was. But as usual, Commander steals the show, man. He's not winning, but every time he's out there, he's just so spectacular that you just can't help but.
And he's on this incredible pace. I just saw him and Moscar Dorada the other night on in Arena Mexico, and just.
It really is getting to the point where I think I hope there's enough buzz for the audience to want to see him in an actual pushed position rather than just be the guy to deliver a spectacular match and then take the pinfall. Right? I've not even heard a promo from the dude on Dynamite at all in many months. So I feel like it's time.
Well, it was a great match. Andrade addresses the crowd. He wants more than just the national title, does the catchphrase, but then MJF's music plays. And Andrade is watching the entrance, and he gets jumped from behind as MJF has the triple B, takes back the Dynamite Diamond ring, and lays out Andrade, busting him open. The first of plenty of blood that we had on this show, and MJF is full
This
on.
man looks massive. Does he look
Yeah.
bigger than he did like upon
He's been
leaving?
gone for like 4 weeks.
Like, is it just the tank top effect or what, man? Holy shit.
His
dude.
traps are not trapped. They are
certainly not.
bursting. Yes. I mean, listen, he's getting into all in shape.
Yes, yeah, that he is. Mhm.
So he's got the triple B, lays out Andrade, calls this a piece of shit country, and said that he had the match won at Beach Break until Ospreay got involved, and therefore Omega is a paper champion, walking around with a toy belt. And this was my main event at All In. So next week, he's going to enter another gauntlet qualifier to determine the number 2 entrant, and then he's going to dog walk Andrade, win the contract, which he won the Casino Gauntlet at last year's All In Texas. He's going to do it again this year, and says that the Triple B is the only title that should be recognized, and calls Omega Ospreay the fake main event, and he is the one true champion. So my only question about this is that if this is, in his mind, the real title, and that's the fake belt, what is he working toward?
Well, he wants, maybe it's just his way of saying, I want to be the legitimate undisputed champion. In my mind, I'm already that, but I'm here to prove to everybody else that that this is the only title that should be recognized.
But he's acknowledging, like, this title is not the title. I need to go get the real title, basically.
So, I mean, he's after official recognition. He can go around and parade this all he wants, but, Tony
But
Khan's
he's
not
calling
going to
this the
recognize
official title. This is the real title.
But as much as
the
he
other one's the
thinks it
toy.
is,
I'm going after the toy belt.
Well, he wants to get rid of the toy belt. How about that? That's what he's after.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
so he's got this belt. Is this his role at All in London? The Gauntlet?
It's the gauntlet, clearly. Like, I think
Seems
anybody
like it.
competing in these matches are going to be a part of the gauntlet. And obviously, we see the match being built for Andrade. You can certainly sense that for All Out, which is not long afterwards. Like, you're already sensing.
It's like you
a lot
are
of the
going to
build.
get Andrade MJF potentially if they're going to start the match. But
Yeah.
and it's not like the Casino Gauntlet is just a nothing match on this show. It's an important match. But I saw MJF being in like the number 2 match on the show or something with Hangman or with Andrade. And we've kind of we've been there with MJF with this gauntlet win and winning the contract last year. Like, it's fine, but
The reaction, I think, will be strong in Wembley, but I also think it's just like this is more of a build towards All Out than it maybe is just an actual full program for MJF. Him holding the Triple B, I think, also maybe opens the door for, I know you love these, but a possible ladder match, like with Ospreay down the road.
a ladder match with those two. Oh.
Well, just like
I think it
it's what you
definitely
do
sets up like
It's what you do with like 2 belts, right? That's just kind of quick thinking.
it
but-
certainly sets up MJF with Ospreay and maybe even a rematch at some point with Omega too. Like, there's certainly a lot of options. I do like that they are setting stuff up for, like, they're already focusing
to.
on the Ospreay title reign. Yeah, like, we don't have to start from scratch the day after All In, and it's like, what are we going to do in 4 weeks? You've got Moxley, you potentially have MJF, and there's going to be options there. We are wrapping up the summer big on the Post Wrestling Cafe as John Pollock and Neil Flanagan are flying to London, England for live on-the-ground coverage of AEW All in London. Also this month, we conclude our reviews of Dark Side of the Ring and WWE Unreal Season 3, reviews of ROH's Death Before Dishonor and TNA Lockdown. Rewind Away will cover the WWF Aggression album, and Book Club will cover Total Nonstop Agony by Vince Russo. Sign up now at postwrestlingcafe.com.